This is an unscripted video. I've tried recording this a few times over the past few days, and I just kind of have trouble getting the thoughts out, but we're gonna try. The RGG community is in such a bad place right now, and it is RGG's fault in some way. There's just so much negativity, and it all stems from mainly RGG. First of all, remove Kagawa, that movement, getting no respect from RGG, getting no response, getting nothing. They don't address it, they don't do anything, and it just sucks. They even, in a stream earlier, they were straight up muting comments that mentioned Kagawa, like remove Kagawa. Like that's how bad it's gotten. And I keep seeing these like chuddy Japanese texting, probably American responses that are like, please do not harass them. This is terrorism, and it's just like, oh my god. Get off RGG's dick. They are putting a man who has forcefully touched women, a man who does not understand the severity of what he did, according to his response, because he just pretty much downplayed it. He did not apologize to both victims. He physically assaulted a woman on the set of some production, and we're just gonna let this sexual predator, this man who hits women, this man who does not appreciate women, stand as a face for a franchise that has a wide female audience. For what? Because Yokoyama likes him as an actor? Because Yokoyama wants his dick in his mouth? Like, what is the point of this? They are dying on such a stupid hill where they don't care about their female fans. And you know what else? This is Japan. Japan doesn't really like, from what I can gather, they don't really do gay people. I don't know if you caught that. So this whole marry an RGG character thing that they're doing, which you have to pay essentially $1,000 for, is for women mainly, it seems. There's like a couple female characters, but it's mainly male characters. So they have no problem exploiting women who might have an unhealthy crush or obsession with a character to the point where they'd spend $1,000. And I've seen people say that's their fault if they buy it, but RGG is exploiting people who self-ship and people who have crushes on these fictional characters. So they have no problem just like robbing women, just exploiting women for their money, just as much as they don't have a care in the world for women being uncomfortable playing their game because they put a sex pest in it who does not care about them at all. RGG, Yokoyama, anyone, you are platforming a monster who stands against everything that you have promoted in the past 20 years of games about giving a voice to people who do not have a voice. This game series hinges on when protecting his friend, Akira Nishikiyama, murders a sex pest and sexual predator. The first sub-story in the Yakuza series is Kiryu stopping a woman from a man who's physically grabbing her, and that Kiryu stops that. It is insane to do what RGG is doing right now, and I am insanely disappointed, and that's why I do think we should boycott Yakuza Kiwami 3 and boycott RGG. This is all trickling down to the community too. Everyone is so negative and so irritable, and there's so much drama over nothing because we want to yell at each other and because we want to fall for rage bait. And I'll admit I've fallen for rage bait in regards to the Kagawa situation and other stuff, but it is bad the state we are in, especially because out of all the Twitter communities, I know this sounds funny, but RGG was like a good one. Like, there wasn't much happening there. There was the occasional Turkish Kiryu incident or something like that, but we would pretty much stand together on a lot of the same values that these games have instilled in us over the past 20 years of RGG Studios making games, and now they're actively rescinding all those values that they built the community on. For what? For a sex pest, for a guy who's an ugly mug, not that good an actor. He's a monster, and they're destroying all their good faith because of that. So I do think if they're gonna ignore our words, they hopefully will not ignore our money, because it seems like that's all they care about. I mean, they're scamming people out of thousands of dollars just so they can marry a fictional character. That is the state RGG is in. It feels like in a year they have taken a nosedive. From a few years ago recasting someone over drug allegations in like a week, to when a majority of your player base is uncomfortable with a casting. Instead of doing anything about it, Yokoyama crosses his arms and goes, "Yeah, I don't wanna recast him." This studio is so immature and pathetic. And if you really love him that much, if you really want to die on this hill, say something about it. Do something about it. Don't just give us silence. You are not a man if you're standing up for this guy. Yokoyama is not like a man. There's nothing masculine about what he's doing. He is a pussy, to be frank. A complete pussy. And I would have the slightest respect if all we got was even just a statement from him saying, "I like this actor, he's staying in," because at least that would be addressing it. But he's a pussy. That's all. Happy Halloween. Just concludes my rant.